Hi there, we're back again with another speed paint of Coming to the Lavender. This page is mostly focused on this first panel because it took me an atrocious 32 minutes to draw this. This is because I am a slow drawer and Miffy is a lot harder to draw than I remembered. A bit of an issue with the love interest of your webcomic, but c'est la vie. I know there are a lot of tricks like flipping the canvas and just getting the pose down faster rather than agonizing over getting everything perfect. I've also been trying to draw more with my shoulder than my wrist because that, on top of making you faster, is also supposed to cause you less pain. But I'm not used to those techniques and they slow me down, and with how long the comic is taking as is, I'm really reluctant to be consistent with those techniques. I still really want to get at least the first 10 pages ready by next year. We'll see what happens with that. It's still kind of up in the air right now. You'll notice that I keep tabbing over to this line art sheet of the four main characters. I do this to get a good sense of scale for everyone. Miffy is 8 feet tall, and my sense of scale is largely measured in units of Miffy. Aaron is 5'11", which I thought was the average height for most dudes, but apparently that's considered short for dudes. Halevi, she is the one in green that you will see occasionally, is 5'11", which is the average height for female ghouls. I've talked about Halevi a few times on this channel, but this is the first time that I've given you guys a good look at her. She is Douche Nugget's bodyguard. Speaking of Douche Nugget, he is 5 foot tall. I made him this short because I thought that would be the average height for men in the 1800s, but once again I have underestimated the height of dudes. 5'7" would have been a more appropriate height. Could I have changed this? Yes. Will I? No. Speaking of Douche Nugget and Halevi, I am hosting a Lavender Draw This in Your Style challenge on my Instagram. That's at LaylaBell97. The hashtag is #LaylaBell97_100 to celebrate my 100 Instagram followers. The rules are to read and leave a comment on Coming to the Lavender, link in the description, and then to tag me in your post with your entry. That's it. Watch to the end of this video. I'll be posting an entry and a little bit of fan art at the end. It's really hard to pose Miffy because, as a mythical creature that I invented, it's very difficult to find a good photo reference for her. She's not a human, so most photo references I could find won't really work for her. She's not a spider because she's only got 6 legs and her legs are jointed differently than spiders. And she is most certainly not a centaur. She's got a similar setup if you squint at her, and you could ride her like a centaur if you were close enough with her, but references of centaurs and horses won't do me much good in general. It's also very difficult to figure out how to pose her hands when she's touching someone much smaller than her, like most of the cast. She's got big, meaty claws with only 3 fingers. This pose I'm trying to have her is having her put a comforting hand on Aaron's shoulder, but a few times it ends up looking like she's choking him. I used to have this Yorkie that I called Rat Dog. He was my first small dog, and when I got him, I constantly asked Mom to take pictures of me holding him. Rat Dog didn't always look at the camera when I wanted him to, so I'd often hold up his head or his chin to get the pose I wanted. One time I had forced him into an adorable Santa costume and was holding his little scruffy head for the picture. My brother said it looked like I was choking Rat Dog, and he photobombed me by choking himself in the picture. We're trying not to do that in this pose, and I think that I end up being successful. That's pretty much all I've got to say in this panel, so I'm going to let the music take over. One funny thing I will say is I've gotten a few copyright strikes on this channel for the music I used. Not once has YouTube credited the correct musician. My two favorites are the copyright strike I got in my Cool Cat video. I'll get a link somewhere. YouTube says that the song that I used was Nor Any Drop to Drink by A.Electronic. Did I use copyright music in that video? Yes, and they do have a right to demonetize me. My only issue is that, as I said in both the opening credits of that song and in the description, the song I actually used was My Cat by Jack Off Jill. So if they're going to give ad money to someone, please give it to Jack Off Jill, aka Jessica Adams, because she's great and people should listen to her if they like goth music. My second favorite was on my discount Black Butler speed paint, where once again they credit some rando I've never heard of instead of Kevin MacLeod, like I again credited in both the end credits and the description. I really wasn't expecting this to happen when I'm still such a dog and pony show. It's just funny. Anyway, that's all I really got to say about this video, so I'll just let the music take over. Have a nice day.